Happy Tuesday! Quick tip Tuesday. Today I want to talk about thoughts and their power and meaning. Basically, from one of my meditations, I heard the quote by Oprah Winfrey. She said, "You are not your thoughts, you are the observer of your thoughts." And I've been thinking about that lately, and it's a really good thing to think about, I think. So here's why. I key into that part observer. Like, we have to be reflective and we have to think. But just because we're thinking it, especially those thoughts that we think often, doesn't give them truth. And it makes me think of that Gandhi quote where he says, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. But behind thoughts, he put belief. And I think a lot of times if you have a repetitive thought, it can be coming from a limiting belief. And a limiting belief is something ingrained in you that maybe you're not even aware that you believe, but that it's holding you back. So some questions to ask is, what is behind that thought? Like, is it serving you? Is it helpful? Like, or is it like beating yourself down, stopping you from doing something you want to do? So those are some things you want to think about. And then a lot of times repetitive thoughts, especially negative in nature, are keys to us that we have a limiting belief. And I can talk about that in another video of what you can do with that. But in the moment when you're having those thoughts, I like to use the 3-step method. So 1, there it is. That's not me. That's a program. So you identify it and label it, separate from it. And then think about where you feel it in your body the most and really just feel it. Like, let it just be in you and feel it so strongly. And then let it go by saying, thank you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Because that thought is probably there to try to protect you. But a lot of times when things have changed or we've grown or we find out that it's not changing us anymore. It's not sorry, I just really got distracted by a cat. See, I've got Maxie here, and then another one was coming kind of close. I was like, okay, back to it. So 3-step method, there it is. That's not me. That's a program. Feel it. Thank you. I love you. Release it because it's not serving you anymore. But then you have to replace it with a new belief. What belief do you want to believe? Sometimes you can put down like a limiting belief and then the opposite of it often, but not always. I do affirmations from those so that I'm saying them every day, put them on my mirror, I'm seeing them, I'm hearing them. Also, meditation helps me be more of an observer, more like responsive rather than reactive. So meditating every day, I definitely have like some free resources if you want to try that out or want to talk about it. And then personal development books. You got to have that positive coming into your brain all the time because the world's full of negative. There's haters, there's people who want to take you down, but you have to make sure you are in control of what is going into your mind and that it's what you want to be feeding your mind. My favorite book are like You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. So good. So good. If you have not listened to that book, you need to because she reads it herself. Rachel Hollis is really awesome. There's great podcasts. There's just so much. I make sure that every day I'm listening to that, especially when I start to get down or something's giving me anxiety and causing me stress. Then I up that personal development. So, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts.